So, before I get into the video, I want to preface a couple of things. Firstly, if you've clicked on this video and you're expecting like a well-polished, well-edited commentary video about the update that happened today with Wyrmscraig, then I would click off this video now. I'm aiming for this video to be around the 20-minute mark, but basically this will be me basically talking like this for the next 20 minutes or so about today's update and why I think it has changed the crafting meta. Now, the second thing is, even though I'm starting this video on my Ultimate Ironman, I don't have the new quest completed, Full from Grace, on this account. I completed it a few hours ago on my main, and as I was doing the quest, it made me think of the things that I'm about to talk about in this video. But even if I had the quest done, I'm still missing other things that I think I would need to make the method viable for my Ultimate Ironman specifically, and I don't feel like unlocking those things because those would be items that would like be permanent slots in my inventory until I finish 200 mil crafting, which I'm currently not going for. I already have 99 crafting, and like 200 mil crafting will be like later on when I've finished maxing the account. I'm still trying to put together some PVM gear so I can finish these remaining quests, and I also want a Venenator bow before I begin Slayer on this account, so I'm not looking to unlock those things. So before I jump on my main and actually show you the method itself, I already have the items unlocked on that account. I wanted to talk about the crafting skill and how I've trained it and my experience with it over the past 6 or 7 years since I started playing this account. And to cut a long story short, I think crafting and herb lore are the two worst skills to train as an Ultimate Ironman because they are tedious. They're tedious because of the game's restrictions. Even though I have 99 in crafting already, the reason why I have 99 is because of what I'm doing here. Since Shooting Stars came out and you could buy noted uncut gems, that's why I've done to train the skill. As you can see, I have quite a lot of Stardust already. If I go into my looting bag, which I use to store stuff, I have a bunch of uncut gems in here as well from when I previously used up my dust stack, and I also have had a previously larger stack of Stardust beforehand, which I used up and trained to finish the crafting skill when I had enough. And that's basically how I've like trained crafting. Having the ability to have noted resources is being really, really big for training the skill, which is why I have so much mining XP as well. And before today's update, I haven't really kept up with the blog or what was going to be coming out with Wyrmscraig, but the plan beforehand was to finish mining to 200 mil and maximize the amount of Stardust that I could get to get the uncut gems to put a significant chunk into the crafting skill itself, because even with Shooting Stars going up for 200 mil mining, I still wouldn't have had enough Stardust and enough uncut gems to actually finish the crafting skill as well. But I would have put a significant chunk in, and even though this isn't very efficient, I think I've been doing like 10-hour EHP weeks for like 2 or 3 years now on this account. My philosophy was that I didn't want to do what is being considered to be like the meta method of training the crafting skill, which was hopping shops to make molten glass with the lunar spellbook. I think that's one of the worst skinning methods that has ever been invented in this game, and even though I play an Ultimate Ironman, and even though I'm a bit of a degenerate because I play multiple accounts at the same time. It's kind of what I have been known for by people who do know me. That method was too degenerate even for me. I will never hop charter boats to make molten glass to train this skill. Never ever. So that brings me back to my looting bag. As you can see, I've got quite a large stack of flax that I've been saving up from Zora. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was going to do Zora specifically for that flax, and the other drops would have been nice as well. But I would have done Zora specifically for the flax drop just to train the skill on this account forever. But there is another method that has now come out with Wyrmscraig that I think has changed the crafting skill, at least for me. And I'm wondering if it has changed the crafting meta for all my Ironmans. And so I'm going to jump over to my main now, and let's see what I'm talking about. So here I am on my main, and you'll have to imagine that this is my Autumn Ironman from now on. Unfortunately, I don't have the equipment that you see in my inventory and what I'm wearing. Ignoring the fashionscape that I'm wearing simply because I want my character to look cute. I don't have the gilded hunter top from Hunter Rumors. I don't have a dragon pickaxe yet. I don't have the large fur pouch though. That can be easily attained right now on my Ironman. It's the other equipment here. And I don't have a big fat stack of nature or deference, and I don't feel like spending the little GP that I have left on that account to do the method and basically make this video. But here I am on Wyrmscraig with this gear, and imagine that I am an Autumn Ironman. I'm going to show you this method. So the first thing I wanted to figure out was how do I actually get to Wyrmscraig like efficiently, because sailing to here to train skill would be tedious. So I just uploaded a video a few hours ago, actually like developing like a foolproof way of getting to Wyrmscraig with by teleporting. So if you want to know how to get there, then look for the video on my channel. But now that we are in Wyrmscraig, let's talk about the skill, the method. So if I come over here, you can see that people are already doing the method itself. You're basically going to be constructing golems with these materials down here, sunstone rocks, and making the golem gives you crafting XP, which you'll see in a second. And when you finish making the golem, you get a fat stack of crafting XP. I was getting 8-10 XP earlier. But the way that you make the golem is you need to come over here and do this hunter method, which is why you need this and why you need these runes. So if I take these spikes from this stack here, and I'm going to hop worlds actually because there's too many people here. Let me hop to a less populated world. Hopefully there's not someone here. Yeah, I got this place to myself. So you line the goat pit with the spikes, and then you use dark lure. Now you use telegrab, but I think dark lure is actually better because, as you can see, I've cast it and then I can move. With the telegrab animation, it actually freezes your character in place. So I think this spell is actually better for this. So I'm standing here and there's someone griefing me. But basically what you do is you fill this goat pit with goats, and then you harvest the goat pit, and you're going to get this item. Now I would have preferred to have done a full inventory, but this guy is griefing me. But once you have the fur, you can store it in this. Now I've already gotten a few earlier, and from the fur pouch, and what you do is, and then you run back over to where they were making the golems before, and I don't think people will be keeping goat horns particularly for Ultimate Ironman. Maybe it would be nice with the reagent pouch that you get from mastering from Mixology if you really wanted to like maximize the materials here, but I don't think that many people will be doing that. But basically, when you have like enough furs, you come over here and you mine these rocks with the dragon pickaxe, and you can mine these, and I think these are faster to mine than from the sunstone monolith, but for some reason they've put this sunstone monolith here just to make this AFK. So I guess like it makes the skill more chill. I actually don't like that. I think that if like you were going to make this method, I think you should have just like forced people to mine the sunstone rocks like I'm doing now. But for brevity's sake, imagine like I now have a full inventory of these sunstones. Now what I do is I come over here to the plinth, and I forgot my hammer. So you need a hammer. So I'm still getting used to this method. It only just came out a few hours ago. You can imagine. I just grab the hammer real quick. And then come back over here. So now that we've got a hammer and a chisel, we can start crafting the golem. And the way that it works is, as you can see, I'm now getting crafting XP from crafting the golem. And what we do now is, when this bit is done, we move here and we start crafting the golem from this side. And basically, you do it from all four sides. And then what will eventually happen is you'll have a fully constructed golem, which you'll see here in a second. And I'll just wait until the golem's finished. Any second here now. And then this will be the final side. And then when it is made, so now we have the golem that is made. We use the chisel on one of the sunstones to turn it into a sunstone core, and then with the fur in your inventory, you put it into the golem, it climbs off, and you get a big stack of crafting XP, and then you're back on and you're making the next golem. Now, I don't know about you, but this seems far more viable than the other crafting methods that are available. I've heard horror stories of people stacking up tens of thousands of buckets of sand, and then they've somehow farmed a bunch of seaweed spores, and then they go back and forth from, I don't know, the guy in Remington, and they, withdraw the buckets of sand and the giant seaweed, and they turn it into molten glass, and then they craft that into the orbs for maximum crafting XP from that. I've heard methods of people hopping charter boats. You just saw there a minute ago that I was stacking up entire stacks of flax in my looting bag, and I was going to use that on a spinning wheel. And the things that make these previous crafting methods tedious, like doing shooting stars, Zora, hopping charter boats, etc. It doesn't feel like you're actually training the skill. At the end of the day, this is still a video game, and you want to be feeling like if you're doing a particular activity and you're training the skill in the game, you actually want to feel like you're training the skill. And hopping charter boats doesn't feel like that. Shooting stars is AFK, so I'm not actually playing the game when I'm actually doing shooting stars. I have that going on the side whilst I'm playing other accounts at the same time. And uncut gems and turning them into rubies, like cutting them with a chisel and then selling them to a shop. Yeah, that's better than the other methods that I just explained, but it's not fun. That's also tedious. That's basically just shopscape. And then doing Zora, like getting thousands and thousands of kill count in Zora for a Pacific drop from Flax. I've actually enjoyed doing Zora on a UIM because I find it challenging because of the inventory restrictions that I currently have on the account and the gear that I have. But doing that for like thousands of times for Flax, it would be fun to go for the high score page, but that's not a viable method, is it? That would take you years, and it has taken people years of doing that to crafting. With this method, you can just rock up to Wyrmscraig, and if you feel like training crafting for an hour or two, doing this, and then you can do it. Like I said before, I don't have the equipment that you see in my inventory to currently do this method on my UIM, or I'd be on my Ultimate Ironman showing you the method right now. But getting the fur pouch would be easy. Doing Hunter Rumors is easy. It's just the way that my UIM right now is currently set up. I don't have the inventory space, or it's not in my plan to do it right now. With a UIM, you have to do things one step at a time. You can't like go from different grinds and hop between them like you can on other accounts. If you start a grind on a UIM, you actually have to stick to it. So it'll be a while before I ever come and do this on my own Ironman, but like, this is chill. Like, this doesn't feel bad to do. There's like, you saw it like 5 or 10 minutes ago that I was being griefed at the hunter spot, but I don't think that this method will be particularly popular with other PvP people. I think when people get the new drop from here, which allows you to cut topazes and opals at a 20% better chance, I think once people get that drop, they'll move on. And it's only this popular right now because it's on day 1. But later on, down the weeks or down the years, I don't think many people will be doing this method. And so when that actually comes about, I don't think I will be griefed at the hunter spot like I just was. So yeah, like, I think that this changes crafting for UIMs. It does for me. I think people can still get better rates for crafting by doing the aforementioned methods. But they don't sound fun to me as a player who wants to play the game in a way that I find to be fun. This method is really chill, so I'm quite enjoying it. So I think that, like, oh wow, that's gay. You have to actually stand in front of it like this before your character does it. But I think that like covers what I think about this new golem method, what it looks like, how a UIM would do it. I think that this does change crafting. I think it would be more fun to do it this way. I don't think the XP is bad. And this is certainly better than hopping charter boats. I hope that I think there will be people in the community that won't like this because it seems like a buff to crafting, and it changes the meta. The UIM community is quite how should I say this? There's quite a lot of people that don't like change, and they don't like that when updates come about, it has like unintended or even intended changes that affect Ultimate Ironman specifically. But I'm not one of those people. I'm quite glad that this method is in the game now, because I never have to do charter boats. And I might, stop shooting stars now. I don't feel like I have to do shooting stars all the way to 200 mil just to train crafting on my UIM anymore. I probably will do more shooting stars in the meantime, but like I said, now that Wyrmscraig is here and this method is available, I can just turn up whenever I want and train the skill whenever I feel like it. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this method. But I'm going to end the video here now because I feel like I'm repeating myself, and I think you guys get the point. I do think that this does change things, and I'm glad it's in the game. I think this is a rare JagXW when it comes to skilling. There's a lot of discourse right now about how skilling is like dead and stuff, and I don't think it is when there's updates like this. I think this is actually a really good update, and I'm quite glad that it's been brought into the game, and I enjoy it. Well, I think I said what I needed to say, so I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to do a skill kit emote. That was the wrong emote. I'm going to end it on that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.